So as you guys know, the Universe 6 Saiyans were just erased with Universe 6, and to be honest with you guys, we all know they're going to return at some point in the series, but simultaneously, some news that recently came out with the erasure of Universe 6 Saiyans is the fact that the Super Saiyan transformation is a result of S cells in one's Saiyan body. So not all Saiyans could become Super Saiyan, but if you have enough S cells in your body, you could end up becoming a Super Saiyan. Now, what does this have to do with Universe 6 Saiyans? Well, they transformed like nothing.
It was around 4 days for the Tournament of Power.
Within 4 days, I mean, because they're Super Saiyan 2 now.
Yeah.
They're Super Saiyan 2, like, both Caulifla and Cabba are Super Saiyan 2, and they went that both within, what, 4 days?
They've done that within, well, we can assume like a week's time, whereas it took characters like Goku and Vegeta basically their entire adult life to do that.
And it's not only the time frame that the Universe 6 Saiyans achieved this form, it's just how they went about achieving the form. Like, Cabba told Caulifla to focus her energy on her back, and then she easily transformed Super Saiyan. And then Cabba got beat up by Vegeta. Vegeta said that, he'd destroy his planet, his home. So he got angry, I understand, but at the very least in the Cabba situation, it was more traditional. Whereas with Caulifla, she was just told to transform, to do something, and then she transformed. And don't even get me started on Kale, because, I mean, her Berserker state, you could make the argument it's on Super Saiyan Blue level. I mean, imagine if she starts getting the more conventional power-ups on top of the power she already has. Like, what kind of power could she bring out?
So it's very hard for us to predict the full potential of Kale, because we don't really have the canon reference. You can't compare Broly and Kale. At most, Broly was a Super Saiyan 2. We cannot compare those two characters. Whereas with Caulifla, she has the more interesting kind of development, because she has learned Super Saiyan like no other. She just got instructed how to do it, and she learned it just like that. Which to me kind of suggests that she might have more stronger, more pure S cells than any other character we've seen today.
So when it comes to these Universe 6 Saiyans, it's really complicated because they're so malleable. You can take it in so many different directions, and this SLs thing, believe me guys, Akira Toriyama did not have this planned out since the very beginning. Otherwise, he would have dropped this on us. He kind of pulled this out later on. How long he's planned this, I don't know. But when it comes to the Universe 6 Saiyans specifically, they could take them in any direction possible. I mean, think about it like this. SLs, you gain more of them when you have a gentle spirit, but you also gain more when you have a higher battle power and you increase your power. So is it that the Universe 6 Saiyans are just born stronger, or are they just born with, a more gentle spirit because they come from a more peaceful environment? The Universe 7 Saiyans are these pirates and these terrorists. They're the bad guys, right? And Universe 6, they do mostly good. So it's really complicated. Are they just naturally stronger than Universe 7 Saiyans, or do they just have that potential because of that gentle spirit?
You've got to also realize the fact that Universe 7 Saiyans are inherently bad because most of them were just slaves to Frieza. They were forced to do bad things. And to become a Super Saiyan, what we know, you need to meet 4 requirements. You need to be naturally gifted, you need to have a certain amount of S cells, you need to be in the right environment, and you need to be naturally strong. This would explain why characters such as Raditz and Nappa couldn't become Super Saiyans, because they were just naturally bad guys. Even though they might have the genetic potential, they didn't really have the environment. Whereas if they stayed on Earth a little bit longer, it is possible.
Yeah, pretty much, 100%. And all of this really makes me wonder, how are they going to develop these Saiyans once they come back into the story? Are they eventually going to get Super Saiyan God? And I know you hear that and you're probably like already depressed. But listen, man, that's just the natural progression of things. I mean, Caulifla took an interest in the God transformation. She took an interest in the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. If they come back, they're going to eventually, work towards those things. It's going to happen. It's inevitable, especially because, Goku and Vegeta are moving on from, the God transformations. And, of course, that doesn't justify devaluing the God transformations by giving it to the Universe 6 Saiyans, but from all the, I would say, really random ass pulls they've done in Dragon Ball Super, I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually get Super Saiyan God.
Although I really don't want to see this Universe 6 Saiyans reach the Super Saiyan Blue level, it more than likely is going to happen. What I think is going to happen is Vegeta's going to learn Ultra Instinct, and then Goku and Vegeta are going to be right at the top. And then straight after that, in maybe a future arc, characters such as Caulifla and Kale will somehow get Super Saiyan Blue. Now you've got to consider the facts. Do S cells actually have some kind of relevancy to Super Saiyan Blue? I mean, what's stopping Cabba, Kale and Caulifla, Vegeta and Goku all coming together, because they have a pretty tight-knit relationship, all coming together to kind of pass down the Super Saiyan God transformation?
Oh no, now that you actually mention it, I mean, they are recently just trying to push this whole, like, student-master relationship between Caulifla and Goku. They started with the whole Cabba Vegeta thing, and that's okay, right? But the whole Goku Caulifla thing, it kind of came out of nowhere, especially because, I mean, let's really be honest here. Caulifla was really trying to hurt Goku. Like, she was trying to take him out, and of course it's the Tournament of Power, but there's nothing that I get from her that she genuinely cares about Goku. Either way, seemingly, because they have this connection now, they could justify this, whether it be in a Planet Salad arc, you know, a Universe 6 Planet Salad arc where we meet the Saiyan King, or just at some point in the future when we see these Universe 6 Saiyans get more screen time, if they're on screen with Super Saiyan Gods or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyans, they're going to take interest in that form. They already did. So that's where, at some point, and man, I don't even know how they would go about, like, you know, laying that on us, because it's like, hey, Vegeta, can you teach me Super Saiyan God, or can you show me how to do that? And then all of a sudden, Vegeta's like, okay, I'm going to teach it to you. Like, wouldn't that really just be off? Like, that whole dynamic of Vegeta just, like, handing down that powerful state to Cabba.
See, that's the thing. Universe 6 have something that Universe 7 don't. They've got a home planet for the Saiyans. Now you've got to think about the whole potential that Universe 6 could get just from Goku and Vegeta. You've got to think the entire planet, potentially, if they have their similar environment to Earth, they could all become Super Saiyans.
You're killing me here. I mean, honestly, guys, I didn't want to drop this depressing fact on you, but in a way, that's kind of true, because think about the whole gentle spirit in the SLs. If they're a peaceful race by nature, that end of, you know, getting SLs could become unlimited, because they're gentle-spirited by nature.
So to save us from any future arseholes, there's only one natural occurrence that could happen. Our boy, the prophecy, the Messiah, Golden Frieza, needs to travel to Universe 6 and blow up that planet before anything can happen.
Most likely, we're going to see the Universe 6 Saiyans in a future arc, maybe for 10 episodes, and we're probably going to see them get some crazy kind of growth. Just because, of course, within, 4 days' time to a week's time, they're ready with this much power. I want to hear what you guys think, though. What do you guys think about the Universe 6 Saiyans? Are you one of those people that actually thinks they're going to be gone forever? Please don't be one of those people, because all these characters are coming back. It is the Dragon Ball universe. And when they do you think that the Universe 6 Saiyans will be on screen more? Do you think that they will have the potential to grow? Listen, Planet Salad arc is pretty much confirmed. We're going over there at some point. And when we do, we know they're probably going to power up these Universe 6 Saiyans. And they already have, one of them already has power comparable to Super Saiyan Blue. It's absolutely crazy. They're so malleable, and that's what makes it so scary. Because honestly, if you'd give them some of my favorite transformations, yeah, I'd probably never look at those transformations the same way again.
Alright, so I have one last important question to ask you guys. Would you smash, pass or marry Cabba, Kale, or Caulifla?
I'd fuck
Subscribe
Cabba.
to my...
Anyways, what were you saying?
I forgot.
Subscribe to Tom. Tom makes
that's T-O-M